Hi Cancer, and welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia, and today I'm putting energies and what you don't see coming for the next couple of weeks. Today we're going to do things a little bit differently since my round rider weights didn't want to come out for the readings today, but my little pocket archetypes do. So I'm going to pull you a few of those at the end of the reading, but we will start by looking onto your energies, Cancer, on this side of the board. Then we will go onto this side and look at whatever you don't see coming. It will either be a person, a situation, or it could just be you reflecting back to me some kind of inner state of change. And then at the bottom of the board here, we'll look at how you are reacting to the situation and draw some conclusions and outcomes. And as usual, we will end the reading with some advice from the universe. As usual, Cancer, I set the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, then don't worry about it. Just pop over to one of my other videos and see one of your other placements there. I'm sure you'll find your story in there somewhere. And with that, Cancer, if you are happy to rock and roll, so are we, starting with rider weight, we'll just pour all the energies out on the table, and then afterwards we will clarify and go into the details. Okay, Spirit, can you show me Cancer, please? Can we take a look at Cancer? Cancer, please. Can you show me Cancer? Can you show me Cancer, please? Cancer? Cancer, please. Can you show me Cancer? Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer, please. Cancer, please show me Cancer. Cancer. Thank you. Right, let's go in. Right, start with you, Cancer. Where are you at? What are you doing? Oh, Three of Swords. I didn't know whether or not that would come out because it was in the cut or alongside the Five of Cups. So I'm sensing there's some heartbreak and disappointment coming, but I didn't want to say until I was sure. Okay. Ace of Swords, okay, and the Empress, right. You're seeing how this heartbreak or you having to move away from something is actually for your best interests, at least at this time. In the energy moving towards you, someone walking away, there we go, Eight of Cups, the Ace of Cups and Temperance. They just need some time, dears. They just need a little bit of time here. That's what they're showing me. They've moved away from you. The distance, however, doesn't rest very well in your energy, but you understand why. Okay, and then in the reaction and outcome, we have the Eight of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Nine of Wands. Healing, healing, healing. Okay, right. I'm going to go into the energies and clarify, but before I do, let's just go over this in a little bit more detail. This is our little snapshot before we go into this under the surface energies and the clarifications. Yes, so this energy, someone you're attached to has moved away from you, something to do with their heart. I don't know if they've gone off to try and find their heart space. It seems what it looks like. They're not connected at the moment, but that's what they're kind of reaching towards. But that is going to take some time. If you are in no contact with whoever, whatever this is, I expect that to happen I expect that to be the state of things for a while, but not forever. So I don't know if this energy has moved away from you now, and that's the state that you're in. If that's the case, then I suspect when we clarify, we might see some communication from this person, but it may not be that they're coming back to you. It may just be a thorough explanation as to why the connection failed. Not failed. Failed seems like such a wrong word, but trying to think of the right word here. Well, the connection ended, I guess. Ended. Don't have to be fancy all the time. That will become clearer to you because in the Ace of Swords you have two aces here in the same place. Theirs is one of speaking from the heart, yours is the one of speaking from the mind. So it's you understanding something over this situation. But with that understanding comes the Empress in your energy, so you actually feel really good about it. Not saying you feel great, you're dancing from the rooftops here, Cancer, but I think you understand the reason why. And that's very healing for you. And you can actually start picking yourself, moving on from here. You're trying to make the best of a bad situation, which takes an immense amount of courage and strength on your part there, Cancer. Well done. As for them, we'll see when we clarify. Now, when we move down here into the outcome energy, so it's something you don't see coming. We've got the Eight of Swords here, something that's going to give you a moment to pause. But when you go into that moment to pause, Cancer, you end up reflecting over hurts. So I think this is you kind of hearing them out, but you are very defensive at the moment, understandably so. Okay, I'm going to move into clarifying some of these cards, see if we can get some more details on the situation. Can you show me Cancer, please? Can you show me Cancer? Can we please clarify Cancer's energy, please, there, Spirit? Can you show me Cancer? Ooh. Let's move you a little bit more forwards there, Cancer. Can you show me Cancer, please? Can you show me Cancer? Cancer. Okay. Cancer, please. Can you show me Cancer? What's going on underneath the surface? That one's sticking out to me. 7 of Wands, yes. Blocked. Page of Pentacles and the Sun. Yeah, your energy goes from being blocked off from this person to gradually into like a sense of enlightenment almost over the situation, at the very least, if not with yourself overall. You are willing to put in the self-work to look at what went wrong and how this is best for you. You're telling me, I'm working on it, Lydia. I am working on getting clarity over this situation from yourself. I think that the Cancers that are resonating with this, you haven't gotten much of an explanation from who it is that you has left your energy. You're trying to find that within yourself first. You're trying to look at the situation, look at maybe the way you may have behaved or reacted to things. Not saying that you're to blame at all, Cancer. I'm not saying that. What I'm just saying is, for example, maybe some of you got mad and you wish you hadn't got mad. That kind of thing. Now, I'm not saying the whole outcome is your fault. You would have every right to be angry at somebody walking away from you, Cancer. But you're kind of just looking at how the situation could have been differently, how you, maybe some thoughts around the situations could have been differently, maybe your perception was off about them, something like that, that you are really looking into about the way that you are understanding what happened. That seems very important to you at the moment, Cancer. As well, of course, the heartbreak itself, of the actual action of being blocked. We've got the 7 of Wands here, which is blocking someone out, which then resulted in the 3 of Swords, this heartbreak, this hurt, this healing that's coming in. And then under the Sun, this is the clarity that comes in, I believe, from them, but we will clarify that energy. You actually reach that enlightenment there for what happened, and it brings you up into Empress energy. It's actually very empowering for you. In what sense, I'm unsure, but you're showing me I'm happy. This is the Sun. I'm glad. I'm not saying you're glad that it happened this way. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that there's some relief comes in for you from this sense of heartbreak, okay? Even if it is brief, it is relief, which I think that you do need at this time, because this is weighing very, very heavily on you at the moment. Right, let's clarify. Let's clarify the energy attached to you there, Cancer. Let's see. Okay. Now, I'm not clear whether you told them to go, because the blockage is actually in your energy, but this could be your heart responding to you, this energy being blocked off from you at this time, or it's them leaving. I'm not sure, but we'll find out in a moment. Okay, can you please show me the energy attached to Cancer, please? The energy attached to Cancer. The energy attached to Cancer, please. The 8 of Wands. Okay, 6 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. This person's going off for emotional fulfillment and emotional balance, I believe, within the self. They have this happened quite quickly, at least from your perspective, Cancer. It was like everything was fine, and suddenly they're like, I'm out the door, I'm gone. And that's probably why you're sitting there thinking, what the hell just happened? I don't understand, I'm confused, I feel left alone in the dark about this. But off they trop. I kind of want to say off they gallop, as well as trek, came out as trop. Off they galloped, 6 of Cups, to find emotional balance and harmony with themselves in relation to what, I don't know. However, that they do reach it with the 10 of Cups. That's emotional completion, but it happens in time, Temperance. It's not going to happen straight away. It's not going to happen overnight. They have their best intentions for themselves first. They're putting themselves first rather than you. I cannot blame them for that, Cancer, because we all must put ourselves first. If we're not feeling 100% and we feel we can give to another energy, the best thing we can do is walk away and go and heal ourselves. And that seems to be what your energy is doing. They are really trying to get in touch with their heart space about what it is that they really want, what it is that they want to give to. It is in relation to you, because the 6 of Cups is a soul connection, soul bond with others. This is very much in relation to how they open up with others, but for some reason it's like they have just blocked off and then working on how they open up, which to me makes no sense, but will probably make sense to you there in the 3D on the ground experiencing it. Right, let's clarify the outcome here. Well, this is more like your response to it all, how you are feeling in the moment. Okay. Can you show me Cancer, please? Can you show me Cancer? Can you show me Cancer, please? Can you show me Cancer? Cancer? Can you show me Cancer? Cancer, please. The Emperor. Good. The Fool. Oh, okay. The Three of Wands. Oh, you expect more. You expect more. You know you deserve more. You expect more. You are happy to go on your own ways to find something better for you that can actually handle what it is that you have to give, because this person at the moment cannot handle what it is that you have to give, Cancer. And I don't just say that lightly. I'm not just trying to rizz you up, Cancer. No, they're telling me that. It's kind of too much for them at the moment. They want to be in a position where they're happy within themselves before they start giving to you, and they're not happy with themselves. They love and appreciate you. They see you as a beautiful, blessed, brand new beginning. They place you right under the Ace of Cups. You make their heart light up. But the problem is when they come to returning that energy, which they know you deserve, that's where they're struggling. They feel that they need more emotional stability and more emotional abundance. That's 10 of Cups before they can give to you. Okay. But what you don't see coming is almost a transformation in yourself from what this is. So this person is going to come forward at some point and make all of this clear to you, and it's actually going to make you feel almost released from them in some way, where you then start focusing in on yourself, Emperor and the 8 of Swords there. You become very firm in your decision that you do not want to reach out to them, at least mentally. You're prepared for them to come to you to say something to you, but you will not be chasing them. You will let them go their own way. You're quite happy for them to go off into their brand new direction. And you're almost waiting over it there, Cancer. Now, I'm not saying that in a way like you're waiting by the phone. You're very much getting on with your own business, but there is an energy of waiting around this separation, this parting of paths. I believe it does come back round again. We've got the Three of Wands. You're almost expecting it, but it's like they're coming back with some kind of apology or trying to make things up for you with the 9 of Wands there. Some wounding is addressed and it's expected. But at the moment, it's kind of out. It's far out. So I'd say that this probably got this portion of the reading happens, I'd say more towards the later half of the month. So I'd say the next 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, rather than immediate. Although some of you may have already gone through this, and then this is what's coming in this week. All of you are going to be at different parts of this timeline. Some of you are over here. Some of your people are here. Some of your people have literally just done the action of breaking up. Some of them are contemplating the connection. You've got to shift the timeline there on this one. This one is not so clear exactly when it is coming in or how. But it is. At some point you're going to have to deal with this, Cancer. That I see you telling me you are done. You are done with being put second to other people. You are done with people who are not emotionally ready for you. You are done with people who are not ready to invest. You are quite willing to block those people out for your own good. It is taking an enormous amount of strength for you to do so, but you are more than sure that it is the best way to go. That means you're in touch with your heart, Cancer, and your intuition. So I'm not worried about you at all. Your other person, though, is quite concerning behaviour here. They jumped into things with you before they were ready. Before they were ready. We saw that 5 of Cups coming in. That's that regret. It's almost like they wish they'd met you in like a year's time or something like that. In that sense, that's not their fault. People meet each other when they meet each other. But what is their fault is that they went into this knowing that they were not emotionally ready to handle a committed, deep emotional connection. Which is exactly what you were offering them on the table here. I mean, you put your heart on the table here. With knowledge that that's what you were doing in hope of an abundant tomorrow. But what you got was, you got an 8 of Cups and you got an 8 of Wands. You just got communication of, this isn't working for me, I'm going. And you were like, what can I do? And I think that's why you were looking at, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong, Cancer. You did nothing wrong at all. If you were blamed for anything, it was being too perfect, and this person could not handle it. And that sounds like a cop-out answer just to make you feel good. It is not. I'm just reading what's on the table here, Cancer. Because they're showing an enormous amount of affection to you, but an inability to hold it. They're going off to try and learn how to hold it, and then they'll be back around, and then that's when you will make your decision. But you will be making your decision from an Emperor perspective. They will come at you from an Emperor perspective because you're sitting here, you're on your path to Empress. And here we have the Emperor across 2 decks. There's a clear energetic match here. And this is a good match, a solid match. You and your person know that, and I think that's why you are so confused. That's why you're trying to figure out what happened. This couldn't have been going any better. What went wrong? When you realise it comes from them, from a place of love, oh, well, that just sets you alight, doesn't it? You almost like triggered them to go into a deep state of healing, which they needed for a long time. But unfortunately, you are the one left holding up the pieces of them going off to heal. It's a double-edged sword, Cancer. I do not envy you this position, but unfortunately it happens every day. So I do believe that they reach it, because they do reach their 10 of Cups. They come at you as the partner that you need, but however, it's after a time of them going on a new journey. And while you have been in a state of almost pause, focusing on yourself, your own growth, and also a new perspective on your love, relationships, attachments, what this meant, how this played out for you in a grander scheme of things. And then the 3 of Wands is the expectation there. See, look, she's looking out for these wounds to come in and be healed. And they do. When they do, you are actually quite defensive towards them. I'm not getting a solid yes from you. I'm not getting a solid no from you. I think that's because it's different for all of you. Plus, it's highly dependent on the moves that they make. I think they're coming in. They are leveling up. They're just going a long way about it, and they're going to do it by themselves. And I think it's this schism here of them just upping and leaving. It's kind of eroded the trust a little bit for you. That's going to have to be built back up. Okay, I'm just going to pull some universal advice for you there, Cancer. Universe, can you please give some advice for our Cancerians, please? Can we get some advice for Cancer, please? Some advice for Cancer. Oh, this one's the right way up, so I think it wanted to come out. 5 of Stones. We'll just talk about that 5 of Pentacles that didn't come out in the other deck. Regret, remorse, the Guardian. This is the Devil. Attachment, negative attachment. So they've attached to you, and if you were to attach to them, it would be coming from start again. If you were attached to them right now, it would be in a distorted place that you don't want. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, it's turning. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. That means time. Time is needed over this. It will be time in separation. They will come back round. Both of you are feeling wounded. They are feeling wounded. You are feeling wounded. I see you directly from this energy, this person, because they're going to miss you while they're doing this. It's going to be a bit of effort for them to not reach out, and also wounding from their past that they have not dealt with. If you were to connect now, it would just end up in 5 of Stones. Because they will not be giving you the love that you deserve. They won't be able to fill up the cup that you want. They have to go through this devil attachment, which in the Wildwood is actually about overcoming the devil. So in Rider-Waite, when the devil appears, it's like he's just saying, oh, look, here's a problem. Now you deal with it. In Rider-Waite, it's like, yes, there is a devil attachment here, but it can be overcome. But a journey needs to be taken because there's a cave behind the devil. The devil just appears as a skeleton, and there's a cave behind there. So it's like once you face the devil, which is just acknowledging that he is there, then begins the journey of healing it, which can be dark and scary and long, and that's what your person is going through at the moment. But the Wheel of Fortune is turning and is in your favour over this. So with time and patience, which is totally up to you if you want to give that, Cancer. This is not telling you what to do. It is just telling you the possibilities of the situation. With some time and healing, this could come back around and you could find that Emperor to your Empress. But for now, everything's in a state of separation. Okay, can I pull some pocket archetypes, please, for Cancer? For signing off, some pocket archetypes, please, for Cancer. Okay, who do we have here? We've got quite a few. I don't think I'm going to be able to go through them all, so I'm just going to pick up these 2, because these are the ones standing out to me at the moment. Yes, the Shadow. Your person's going into some shadow work, and that's literally what the Guardian or the Devil in the Wildwood talks about. That's your shadow work there, admitting that there's an issue and then going to fix the issue. That's what your person is currently in, a shadow state. That's probably why energetically they can't give to you, because there's probably nothing there. Okay, not that there's nothing there for feelings, just their resources to give are not yet there, but it's something that they're working on. And then we have the Maiden. Oh, is that the right way? Yes, the Maiden. New. The Empress starts as a maiden. Some of you may be seriously underestimating your abilities here. You are on the path, Cancer. So I mean, look at the difference. Look, this one's your card, this is theirs. Like, these two cannot come together in this state. This needs to lighten up, basically. You have access to maiden energy, to creator energy. the new, the spring. That's all associated with the maiden. The shadow is all the things that are hidden, unseen, unexplored. You couldn't get any two contrasting energies. This is where you're both at the moment. But I believe your person is making their way to the light. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated and we get more Cancers into the collective. And check out my description box for calendar links if you're interested in a one-to-one deeper dive with me. And with that, Cancer, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, take care.